Welcome back viewers. In today's video we will be checking out the Fedora Workstation 38 beta. So we have already logged in into the Fedora Workstation, and this is the setup screen. So whenever you do a fresh install of Fedora, on the first boot up the setup will come up. It will guide you to set up your user. So let us start the setup. So it is asking whether to enable the location services and automatic problem reporting, that is the ABRT. So we have selected yes, and it is yes by default, toggled on by default. Here there is option to enable the third party repositories, so we will do that. So this is all traditional Fedora. Every time you install Fedora, the third party repositories enablement will be asked whether you want to enable the third party repositories. Now you have to click on next. You can connect with your online accounts. You can do the configuration of any of these accounts if you want. I will skip it. Now you have to create your user. Create the user password. So there is no change to the initial setup as regards to the Fedora 38. So it is same as it was found in the Fedora 34, 35, 36. And now you can start using your Fedora Linux 38. So the desktop will now boot up. You can take a tour of the GNOME 44 desktop if you want. So let us take a tour. Start the tour. Press the super key to open the windows and apps. So here you can see. Now what I will do is I will change the system resolution, and then we will continue with the system tour. Yes, now I will close this for a moment. So we will continue with our system tour. Just type to search. So we can type RPM. So it is why I don't know why it is not working, but it normally works in even virtual machine also. So anyways, so you can just type, start typing. It will recognize that you are trying to search something, and it will show the search according to what you are typed. So I will show you in the actual system when we go in the desktop. Keep on top with workspaces, so you can easily organize windows with workspaces view. Up and down for the overview. So you can see it here, the overview, it is working. So the gestures are working, touch gestures are working. Left and right for the workspaces. You can see the workspaces, it is showing. That's it. Have a nice day. So the gesture support is very good, just like in Pop OS. The Fedora also has very good gesture support for the touchpad. Now what we will do is let us check out. So the dock at the bottom, it looks very similar to what is found in the Fedora 35, 36. So there is no much change there. Wallpaper is new. On the top bar, you got the activities. On the right side, you have got the network manager. The volume control, simple volume control is there, and the battery manager is there. And you can see the battery percentage is here. So this is new. Then what is this? I think this is the screenshot taker. Yes, this is the screenshot taker. You can choose the area you want to take the screenshot. So this is some new changes to the Fedora this GNOME 44 desktop. I'll close this. Now this is the settings. So you can open the settings from here. You can lock your screen from here. So the screen gets locked. Now you have to provide your password, and meanwhile, yes, the accessibility features. This is the greeter screen of the Fedora. You can see here everything is there. What the user requires on his desktop. So now we'll input the password. Yes. And now let us see the different modes. So only two modes are there: balance and the power saver. Performance mode is not there, and you can change the system style from dark to light and light to dark. So like now the light style is there, you can change it over to the dark, and this is the power mode. So you got suspend, restart, power off, and the logout menu options. Now let us check out the different applications that are there standard. So the contacts is there. This is the Genome contacts, Genome weather, Genome clocks, Genome maps, Genome photos, videos app is there to run your video. Fedora media writer is provided. Calculator is there. Document scanner is there. LibreOffice Calc and LibreOffice Impress is given along with the writer. So part of the LibreOffice suite is there. Complete suite is not there, but you can install the complete LibreOffice suite. The icons for the LibreOffice have been updated. Let us check out the version of the LibreOffice. It should be latest. Yes, what is the version 7.5? So it is quite latest version of the LibreOffice. Now what we will do, yes, boxes is there, Gnome boxes, terminal is given. These are the utilities, disk usage analyzer, gdisk is there, connections, image viewer, document viewer, characters, fonts, logs, and the ABIT reporting tool is there. This is the Gnome help. Rhythm box is there to play audio files. Cheese is there to take your selfies. This is the gedit text editor, and the Gnome tour is there. So now what we will do is let us check out the version of the kernel. So the system version is you can see Fedora 38. It is given here, and the kernel is Linux Fedora 6.2.2-301 FC38 SMP, that is a symmetric multiprocessing preempt underscore dynamic type of kernel. So this is the type of kernel. So there are different kinds of kernels. This is a dynamic kernel, so it will change the performance level as per the user needs. So if user wants a boost in the system performance, the kernel will match up and give added performance to the user. And it is SMP type. So SMP means symmetric multiprocessing. So the system cores, that is the CPU cores, are symmetric. They have got a similar capability. So now I will close this. Let us now go over to the about section. You can see it here. The version is given, how much memory is allocated to the virtual machine, that is the Fedora 38 virtual machine. OS type, you can see Fedora Linux 38 Workstation Edition pre-release 64-bit type of system is there. Gnome version is not given here, but it is Gnome 44. Windowing system is Wayland, so I think it will be using X Wayland. Virtualization is Microsoft. Kernel version is 6.2.2.301 FC38 86 64-bit. So 32 64-bit system is there. Now let me go back to the applications. Now let us try to open the system monitor. I will close this. Let us see what is the resource usage. You can see here the CPU usage is hovering around 15 to 20-30%. It is between that. Now it is reducing right up to 2%, 2 to 4%. 2.3 GB of memory has been used, and around 41.7 MB of swap is being used. So system is proving to be very light. I have just given it initial 2 GB RAM only, but it is working perfectly. You can see it here. There is no issue. It is quite snappy with just 2 GB of initial RAM. Even if the virtual machine wants, it can get up to 4 GB of RAM, but still it is working perfectly. I don't see any hiccups. So now what we will do is I will close this down. Let us open the software store. So you can see the software store. This is the software store. In the codex section, you will see all the codecs are there. Most of them have been installed. Only this multimedia playback for the H264 is not installed because it is proprietary. It is provided, but it will not be enabled by default. You will have to install this. Otherwise, the video player will not work. You will stare at the black screen. So you will have to enable it. I will now go back. Let us check out the updates. So there are some updates to the system. You can see it here. The image magic version, you can see it is getting bumped up. This is all the updates that are pending. Okay, now these are the application updates that are pending. Now let us check out the repos. So what repos are there enabled by default? So we had enabled the third-party repos during the installation. Sorry, not during the installation, during the initial setup. So you can see the Fedora Flatpaks is enabled now. Testing repo is not enabled. So all the stable repos are enabled. Testing repos are not enabled. This is the third-party repo, that is the Open H264 from Cisco. So this is the decoder encoder for the Open H264 format. Fedora 38, this is the main repo that is enabled by default. Test repos have also been enabled because right now this Fedora 38 is in beta. It is in test. It is in the testing phase. So the testing update is also enabled, and Flatpak testing is disabled by default. Only the main Fedora repos, testing repos are enabled. Firmware service is enabled as usual. Now these are the third party repositories that are enabled. The copper repo for the FileChamp owned by FrySec, it is enabled. FlatHub is completely enabled. Google Chrome is enabled. RPM Fusion for Fedora 38 non-free NVIDIA driver is enabled. RPM Fusion for Fedora 38 non-free Steam is enabled. So you can see it here. Many of these third-party repositories are enabled by default. So that's great on part of Fedora. Now what we will do is, let us go back. Let us see what other things are there to be seen. Okay, let us check out the Mozilla Firefox, the version of Mozilla Firefox. It should be, we will skip these steps. So the Mozilla version is 110 and it is built for Fedora. So the build for Fedora version is 1. So here you get the Fedora docs, Fedora magazine, Fedora project, user communities, Red Hat, and the free content. Okay. Now let us go to the settings. Let us check out the settings. Any changes? So this is the network manager where you can configure wired, VPN, and proxy. Same for the Bluetooth. So right now no Bluetooth is found because I have disabled the Bluetooth. Appearance section is there. So I don't know. Yes, it is now working. So we will check out the appearance in the last. Let us check the notifications area. So this is the notifications area. This is the configuration for the individual applications to use the notifications. There is option for DND and lock screen notifications. Search. This is the search, so you can configure the search, app search as well as search location. So you can even search the different internet also, and which applications can use the search. So which applications will feature in the search. So that is also given. You can configure that. Multitasking is there. Hot corner, active screen edges, all you can enable it here. Dynamic workspaces, multi-monitor configuration. Apps are given, though these are the different apps. Privacy configuration for the screen lock, location services, camera, microphone, file history, and diagnostics. So I will not go in much details. These are the online accounts. So this many online accounts are available. This is sharing configuration, sound, power. Only two modes are there: balance and power saver. Rest all is standard GNOME. Display configuration. This is also standard GNOME mouse and touchpad. Not much changes are there. Only you can see some subtle changes are there to this scroll direction icons and everything. Rest I think it is all standard Fedora and GNOME. Here you can do the printer configuration, removable media. What will happen when you insert a removable media? This is the color management, region and language management, accessibility features for the seeing, hearing, typing, pointing, clicking, and zoom for the differentially able people. This is the user management. These are the what we can say default apps for web, mail, calendar, music, video, and photos. And this is the date and time. And you can set automatic time zone also. Change time format, change the automatic date and time to manual, and the about section is there. So now what we will do is, only thing that is pending is, let us check out the appearance. So right now the default theme, that is the light theme, light style or light theme is enabled. Now we will change over to the dark style. So this is how the desktop will look with the dark style enabled. You can see very less number of applications are there. Fedora Workstation is perfectly balanced. It is not very minimal, not very bloated. All the required apps are there. You don't require many more apps than what is given here. Most of the users will be okay with these applications. Maybe they will install Evolution or Thunderbird. That's it. Rest of all the applications that are required are already there. Now we will check out the backgrounds. This is how it will look. Oh, the settings have crashed. So because this is a testing ISO, so it is in beta. So there will be some issues. Definitely there will be some issues. Some apps will crash. When we toggle, this is how the wallpaper will change to the dark look and to the light look. This is how the things change. Wallpapers are very nice. I always like the Fedora wallpapers. Very nice wallpapers. This is how everything looks. It's quite nice. Okay, so I think we have completed all the checks, all the reviews of the Fedora 38 beta workstation. Except this setting app crashing once, we didn't see any issues. I think it is well developed system, and we can expect release soon. So everything is ready. It is ready for the big release. I don't see much issues either in the GUI or in any applications. All applications, nothing is crashing except one crash by the settings app. Otherwise, everything is working perfectly. So we will stop the video here. See you in the next video. Bye bye.